Hey everyone, this is PX Mr. Collector. Welcome to another episode. Yeah. You wanna know who's responsible? Whose fault it is that I'm addicted to collecting? You wanna see who it is? Yeah. This guy. Yeah, right here. Troublemaker. Yeah. And that's what today's episode's about. G.I. Joe. American hero. Well, hello, my friends. Thank you for joining me. This is Peter. How's it going? Yeah, I am pretty excited about finally doing an episode about G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe was actually my first love. Yeah. When I was a little boy, he was the toy to have, and I remember so clearly I had a cousin who had an amazing G.I. Joe collection, and he's actually the one who gave me the fever. Now, mind you, I didn't have any. I had some other maybe Megos. I remember the Long Ranger, right? But I don't remember having any particular G.I. Joe. And part of that was because, just couldn't afford it. Yeah, and that's just the way it was. So therefore, I never wanted one because it's not like I was going to get one. So it was never a thought. So, and I could always play with my cousin's G.I. Joes, right? So that was the way it was. Now, fast forward, and I am now maybe late 20s, and I am at some Kmart or some type of store like that, and I see Duke 12-inch G.I. Joe. Oh, bam! Yeah, that is all it took. Yeah, and therefore, from that moment on, I realized that I could buy any G.I. Joe that I wanted to buy. And I could recreate that childhood that I didn't have with my G.I. Joes. Yeah, so there started the journey. So you see why? It's his fault. I know, right? So cool that I have been so blessed to be able to have the experience that I have with G.I. Joe. And with that said, it's been really an interesting thing because G.I. Joe all of a sudden resurfaced and it became really hot. Yeah, he was like, ooh, primo toy to get. And then I don't know what happened, but somewhere in the last maybe decade, yeah, possibly that long, yeah, maybe even a little longer. Yeah. To the point where now something that was probably 20 years old or so is pretty affordable, or probably even cheaper than when it first came out. Yeah, so it's a hard thing to figure out, and it also all depends on the seller. But overall, prices are now, what they should be, considering how long it's been, even since they resurfaced. So there's, there's also that, let's keep in mind too that no matter what collection you have, and no matter who plummets and who hits rock bottom, even when in that collection, there are those figures that still hold up. Yeah. And that is a big case with G.I. Joe, 12-inch. Yeah. So I can't really say much about the miniature ones because that wasn't my era. So by the time that those came out, I was out and about. I was growing up, or I felt grown. So it was not about toys during that time of my life. So I missed that whole thing. So I never got it. So to me, a G.I. Joe has always been 12-inch figure. That's the real thing, not that. However, I know that that is a big ass market, and I look at some of those collectors, some of those collections that you amazing collectors have. Woo. Yeah, kudos to you. Yeah, incredible stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so back to my 12-inch, I then decided that it was time to share with you finally some of my collection. I know, I'm so excited. And part of it too is because finally, I think I have maybe 2 more loads, maybe 5 to 6 large boxes of the rest of my collection that's coming from the West to the East Coast and here in the United States. And so with that, space is been challenging. Yeah, it's been challenging because 12-inch figures, cars, Jeeps, any accessories, ooh, they demand real estate. They're on the big side. And I can't appreciate them as much as I want to if they're on the floor. So finally, I have somehow miraculously discovered the perfect place to put my Jeeps and my tent and yeah, all on one shelf. And I'm so thrilled about this because that has sparked up some really fun stuff happening with my G.I. Joe collection. To the point where I'm about to store some in the new space. And before I do, I knew that if I don't show you them now, I'm not going to be climbing up there anytime too soon to show you again. So let's start. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. I am adding a new section to my format. Yeah, to my videos. As collectors, and one thing that if you're new to my channel is that I collect all kinds of toys. In my collection, I will do a showcase on a particular collectible like Barbie, Hot Toys, right? You understand? Right? Integrity Toys, Monster High, Rainbow High, right? Yeah. But in those categories, from time to time, there is that collectible that has no place, no place in any particular video. So that segment is what I'm gonna call my what the, because it's gonna come out of nowhere. I'm gonna today I'm gonna be talking to you about G.I. Joe, and out of nowhere, it's gonna be like a what the F moment. And yeah, and you're gonna hear like this. Yeah, and then don't worry. As soon as that's over, I'm gonna go right back to what I was talking about to begin with. In today's case is G.I. Joe. So now you know. And it may be something that you don't care about. However, it may be something that you really dig. So therefore, there's a surprise either way. So, for those people who really like guy toys and all of a sudden I throw in something different, you may go yay, or you may go like, oh, forward, which you can do. All right, so that's how that's going to roll. Yeah, and there's going to be all kinds of different things, but I think it's a good way for me to throw it in there and share it with you. All right, so back to my Joe. Yeah. So what started out this thought of this video, besides the storage space, is that I finally got a G.I. Joe recently, and since I was going to talk about him, I was like, oh, wait a minute, there's my segue into my G.I. Joe video. So there are quite a few things in front of me that are kind of an odd shape. And yeah, I didn't know, I didn't have no idea where to put them, and I didn't want to just put them anywhere because they are very valuable to me. They're also very special. So I literally had them on one of the bunk beds, just up by themselves, laying flat until I figure out what I was going to do. And I'm going to try this, and I'm going to check it in about a week or so and see if it's the right answer. And if it is, great. If not, I'm going to have to think about plan B. But anyway, you'll understand when I show you what it is. So, this guy here that I'm about to show you, when it came out, I thought it was so cool, so unique, so clever. The way they made him work, the fact that he looks very different than any Joe that I've had. But it went into the whole, almost like the adventure team meets Cobra. Yeah, because that's the way I feel about Cobra. That a lot of it is like, oh, there's something the adventure team would do. So Operation Cobra, right? Yeah, and I had to make some notes because it's been a while since I've been in touch with my collection, and this here is from 1996, and I remember like it was yesterday when it came out. Yeah, because I was that excited about it. And I can't believe it's already been that long. Ooh, that's crazy. Oh, wow. So yeah, so this is G.I. Joe versus Cobra, 12-inch Ocean Assault with wetsuit. Yeah, check them out. Do you see that? How cool is, do you see why I freaked out when it came out? Look at that. Oh my God. And I have had it for that long. I didn't purchase it later. I bought it as soon as it came out. Yeah, and I bought it at a store. And I'm not sure if it was FAO Schwartz, but yeah. Yeah, I think it was FAO Schwartz at the Grove in LA. Yeah, no longer there. Yeah, FAO Schwartz closed down. Isn't that fantastic? I love this guy. This is so clever, right? They actually shoot out, and then he has a seat, right, with the harness, and then he's holding on. Yeah, it's so good. And then his feet are special feet that actually the shoe clips onto this base, which is a surfboard. Oh, yeah, look at that. And then look at him. Let's see, can we, right? I know. So cool. So finally, I found the perfect place to put him, and I'm so excited because he needs to be eye level. And look at that. Yeah, G.I. Joe! Ooh, bringing out the little boy in me. I love it. I love it. All right, so let me put him back up here. And then, oh yeah. So that was 1996. This one that I'm about to show you. You ready? Oh, so good. Here we go. Oh, yes. From 1970, the helicopter. Yeah. And I have had this for a couple of years, maybe a few years now. I got this through seller and eBay. And the fact that it came with the box, which I display constantly. Yeah, I love the artwork on this. As a matter of fact, it's not going to go into the closet space that I had found. It is going to go into a different space because I love the artwork so much. And when I show you that this do the display behind me, you will see that right over there. Yeah. That's where he's at. I know. Big and love it. Woo. So good. Featuring easy snap together adventure helicopter with rotor blade action, working winch, no glue or tools needed. G.I. Joe not included. Adventure Team G.I. Joe from Hasbro. Oh, there at the bottom it tells you how to snap the parts together. And mine is definitely incomplete in the fact that I think it's missing some of the accessories that it came with. But as far as the plane, that is complete. Yeah. So cool. I am so excited. I know, right? It's a great box. Look at that. Yeah. Oops. Let's go this way. Yeah, I don't know what the pilot was doing there. Right? Yeah. So I was so happy when I got this. It was so fantastic. Yeah, you know, I didn't know they even made that as a little boy. So I never had that excitement about not, you know, wanting it until I discovered it on eBay. And then I was like, oh. Yeah, you know how that goes, right? Oh, wow. So, yeah. You know what time it is? It's that moment. It's that moment that you go. Ooh, yeah. I've had this guy for so long. I can't even remember how long I've had him. And I was disappointed when I got him because he came in a plastic bag versus a box. But I kept him because he is in pristine condition. So I couldn't argue with that, right? So I am talking about... Oh, that's right. The man, Dick Tracy. Yes. And this is from the movie Dick Tracy. And this is done by Applause. Right? And I wanted to get Mahoney, which is was played by Madonna. But before I got them, I realized that they come in 2 different sizes, and I wanted the 12-inch, so they're gonna go together. So one day, but love him. And the reason he's doing the plastic is because of the yellow. I don't want to get it dirty until I find the right location in my display case to put him in glass. I know, right? Yeah, he is cool. I love his yellow raincoat. Love his tie, his suit. His hat does not come off. It's totally sealed in. Then he has some shoes and pants. And yeah, his suit is pretty cool. Yeah. Dick Tracy. Come on, man. All right. Yeah, so now back to where we were. When this series came out, and I'm not sure if they were more than the ones that I have. I'm not sure there were 4, but it started out with this box set. And when I saw it, it was like none of the other collection, part of the collection that I had, the way that this was packaged. And I was like, I knew right there that this was a different quality. I knew right there that the packaging of this was special. And I am talking about this collection was put together by Dream Visions. Yeah, Dreams and Visions. Yeah. And this is Mademoiselle Marie, Underground Demolition Operation Set. Oh. I know. Do you see that box? Do you see this, right? There's like no G.I. Joe box you've seen. Look at that. That is so awesome. It is so beautiful. Look at the artwork. Wow. A mural like this. That would be killer. Look at that. Yeah, so these are her disguises. And that's what the Operation Set is about. Is Mademoiselle Marie and her disguises. It's a beautiful spy world. Are you ready to see what she looks like? Ooh. I'm not even sure that I have ever seen any collection with as many accessories as she comes with. Because it's freaking amazing. I'm not even sure if Barbie has, to be honest with you. This is incredible. And the amazing creativity that's behind this, I am so floored. So when I got this, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. So this set, it says equipment includes turtleneck sweater and skirt, 2 berets, 2 berets, combat fatigue with boots, communications radio set, shoulder bag, 45 caliber pistol with holster, hand bandolier and dynamite, submarine gun, peasant outfit with scarf, espionage trench coat, sunglasses, and wig. Look at that. Oh. There she is. Right? Look at that. Her shoes, her turtleneck, her weapons, her beret. And then those are her disguises. The trench coat, the fatigues, the peasant outfit, the blonde wig, glasses bag with, right, secret bag in it. Yeah, and then the artwork. The artwork is so freaking good. Yeah. So this box set, one of my fave. Like, yeah, but my entire collection, this is one of the things that I treasure the most. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Yeah, and I have had this since it came out in 2003. 2003, that is crazy. Actually, no, this one actually came out in 2002. Let me make sure, yep, 2002. Mademoiselle Marie. I know, I love saying it. Ooh, wow. So this one came, I found out about this one that I'm about to show you, but I didn't get her 2 years later. I'm not exactly sure when, but it wasn't when she came out in 2003. And that's right, I am saying she. So we're talking about another special girl. Yeah. Let's put that over there. Ooh. I was so excited to show you. Oh, yeah. Another box set. This is Miss Fear, Sword of the Dragon set. Yes. Wow. Do you see that? Look at that. Look how sexy is she, huh? Ooh. Wow. And of course, those are her disguises. I love it. Yeah. Amazing. So good. So good. Look at that. Wow. I know the artwork is so delicious. All right. So. Okay, so this one says G.I. Joe by Hasbro featuring Miss Fear. Yes, so Sword of the Dragon. Equipment includes Mandarin dress, evening gown, traveling separates, blouse, pants and scarf, shoes, dagger with garter holster, martial arts axe, martial arts fighting sword, deadly fan. I like that. Brass knuckles, hair ornament. Interesting. Cigarette with holder and pistol. Yeah, cigarette holder. So the holder itself, that's called a galoise. Great name, isn't it? Yeah, so this one doesn't come with as many accessories as Mademoiselle Marie does, but she comes with some really cool stuff and very different than Mademoiselle Marie. So the one thing that I've noticed that this one doesn't have is a wig. And I think part of it is because I guess you could undo her hair and let it down, but I'm not sure why you want to do that. And then you'll see what I'm talking about. So here is Sword of the Dragon set. Yeah, look at that. No, right? Yeah. Look at her. See what I was talking about her hair? I'm not sure that you want to undo that. And I love the fact that she actually comes with stockings. So it makes her look a little like Granny. Yeah, next to you see how sexy. Ooh. And there's that gown. And then here's another change of outfit. And then you can see. So that cover, that shawl is folded right there. And then her weapons. Oh, so good. And then her deadly fan. Miss Fear. Yeah. So cool. Yeah, and oh my God. So the two ladies as a box set. So thrilled that I have them. Yeah. And then there's this third one that Dreams and Visions put out together. And like I said, I don't know if there are more, but these are the three that I have. And when I got him, he was like, I think what they say, the Holy Grail. That's the way I feel about this guy. Because I just think he's so unique, and I know for a fact that not every G.I. Joe collector has him, but those that do are very happy that they do, like I am. And I am talking about, oh my God. And yeah, this guy's got some weight on him. He is awesome. Ready? Oh, Enemy Ace. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. And I want to tell you, this box right here, these boxes, this so sturdy. Like unbelievable. Like it really like represented because I had a heart attack due to this box. When it was moved from the West Coast to the East Coast, it was in a trunk that somehow managed to break on its delivery over. And when the guy brings it into the house, he's carrying the trunk on top of his shoulder. I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive because I knew it was heavy. And he literally takes it and flings it over and drops it on the floor. At which time, the entire content exploded out of that trunk as it crashed and broke. Oh, yeah. And in that collection of my G.I. Joes, they were all my higher end G.I. Joes. And this box survived that crash onto the floor with all kinds of stuff on it. And it has some scratches, but like I say, overall, yeah. See, those are the scratches. Yeah. But not a dent. Amazing, right? Yeah, and when I opened them up, not one thing moved. I know. Yeah. Enemy Ace from DC Comics World War I, German Flying Ace. And did you notice the artwork? I mean, this guy is freaking amazing. Look at him. Look at that. Yeah, love it. Yeah, so let's see how easy this box is to open. Wow. Tight. After all of these years, it's still so tight. So this one came out just as Miss Fear in 2003. So 20 years ago. That's crazy. Crazy. Oh my God. So this guy, I think, has more accessories than Madame Marie. And I love the packaging. I love the oversized box. I love that his expression is just who he's supposed to be, which is not a nice guy. Yeah, so DC Comics World War I, German Flying Ace, Knight of the Sky. Equipment includes greatcoat, helmet, wolf, Luger with holster, medal, and goggles. And that is Knight of the Sky. On the other side is Duel with the Ace, which means exactly that. On guard. Equipment includes shirt, t-shirt, pants, foil, German ceremonial sword, and boots. And I guess the foil is what you call the fencing sword with the guard on it. That's what I'm guessing, because that's the only thing that would make sense in what I'm seeing. And this says Enemy Ace, limited edition, hand-painted and numbered resin head, highly detailed equipment, die-cast weapons, custom design uniforms. 1964 style packaging. This is awesome. Yeah, and then behind him is the certificate of authentication. Ooh, that's a big word for me. You ready? Whoa. Look at that. Look at that. It's incredible. So creative. So cool. Now you see why it's like one of my favorite things that I have, because it is just so unique, and yeah, I love him. You gotta look at his face. So great, his uniform. Yeah. Yeah, see, so it's this type of collection that made me fall in love with G.I. Joe. Yeah, I had never seen anything like this. And as a collector, when these type of figures came out, I was sold, I was hooked. And they remained my passion for a long time. And then it kind of went on hold because they weren't producing anymore, right? G.I. Joe, 12-inch, done. The G.I. Joe Club ended, right? That was a big bummer, because as an adult, I was able to experience a G.I. Joe Club, or a club, and it was really a club. So, you know, you fill out, it's in your little member card, and every year you get a special Joe that's just for the convention, and yeah, and then the convention itself, right? So cool. So I am so ecstatic about having the collection together, and being able to show it to you and share it with you. I know, so cool. Yeah, so my friends, you know what time it is? Ooh, yeah. That's right. It is mail time.
Here's the mail. It never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail.
Yeah. So, this is actually what I got in the mail, is what actually started the idea of showcasing my G.I. Joes. And that is that I had noticed that Sideshow came out with a line of G.I. Joe. I'm not exactly sure who the company was behind it. I'm not sure if it was Sideshow. I think it was somebody else, like 30 or something like that. Where they were coming out with these G.I. Joes, and I missed out on Duke. Because Duke, of all of the G.I. Joe, he is the guy. And I have like 4 different renditions of G.I. Joe, maybe 5. of Duke in my display case. Yeah, love him. As a matter of fact, when G.I. Joe resurfaced, it was Duke who came out. Yeah. Love him. So, this guy that I got, I finally said, you know what? I'm not going to miss out anymore. So I got this one, and then I have Firefly coming in, and then I'm going to see about hopefully one day getting Duke, because I think he needs to be a part of this new wave in my collection. So this is actually G.I. Joe, and this is Roadblock. Oh, look at that. Yeah. 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 Look at the artwork on that. That's amazing, huh? Yeah, great box. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and I had a freaking brain fart. I did. He's not the first one that I thought we introduced him to this collection. It was Joe Colton from the G.I. Joe movie. And that was with Bruce Willis. Yeah. So that's actually what's brought back this whole new collection. But I believe, God, I want to say that was Hot Toys. I had to, don't quote me on that, but I have a feeling that it was. And this here is by 3-0. Yeah. Yeah, this figure is pretty cool. What I love about him is that the accessories that he came with, every single one you can use, except for maybe one pair of sunglasses versus the other. Right? Depends how you display them. So the artillery that he comes with, awesome, cool stuff. And he himself, I gotta say, he's pretty hefty. Yeah, pretty hefty. So let me show you what this guy looks like. Oh. Look at the back. Yeah. A cool backpack. And that actually, you have to strap it on to his vest. Right, pretty sturdy. And then some of the accessories that you attach to either his vest or his belt. These you attach, right? This is part of the uniform, so of the suit, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, and this guy is, oh, look at him. Look at that. Yeah, he is strong looking. I know. So good. Yeah, so these are the glasses that I can't get off. So I'm not even going to try that. But here are the extra ones that he comes with. Yeah, cool dude. So 70s. And there you have him. Yeah, Roadblock. Awesome. So my friends, that concludes my G.I. Joe episode. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't done it yet, this is the time. You see my face over there. Little square. Yeah, tap on that. Yeah, subscribe. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care. See ya.